Well, hello. My name is Gan. Welcome back to Lucid9. Last episode, when we were playing as Elizabeth, we went to go talk to old two classmates, my groupies. You remember my groupies? Yeah, we talked to them, and they made me so pissed, man. Oh my, the whole time they just made me mad. The whole time they made me mad, and I was like, because you see them. I seen them. Like, when I went to college, my brother, and you know what I mean? Like, I seen these people, and it gets me so... Anyway, if you want to see more of that, just look at last video. I don't want to get into it. Today is just reading. I don't want to get into life lessons with you. So, without further ado, let us continue. I collapsed on the bed right after getting home. Being fair with others when your views don't align is hard. It was the same with a certain someone from my past. If we had just given each other a proper chance instead of constantly quarreling, maybe we could have been friends. If only people could talk without the danger of hurting each other's feelings. But it pisses me off so much. It pisses me off. 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 Oh, fuck, man. It pissed me off. What do you mean, so what? What do you mean, it's just money? Are you really that mad in the head? Don't you realize how many people want what you have? And even if you don't, why would you even sprout such bollocks? And think about how they're feeling. Who does that guy think he is? They sure didn't try to think how I felt about before saying such a, Fuck, man. My eyes feel moist. I hate this. Not this stupid city. Not that pompous school. Not Suzuka and Mikyu. Not the bystanders who would only stare at us in the background. Why is demeaning others all I know how to do? In order to be fair, you have to be the better party so that even if the other person can't see matters from your perspective, the conversation can remain civil. It's such a simple thing, but I'm completely worthless at it. Even when I try my hardest to help someone, it only ever amounts to a few words sound in deaf ears. Eventually, trying to remain calm becomes harder than the alternative. And to try to escape my worries. Do you like my voice? I don't remember how my voice sounds in videos no more because I've been doing this voice. This British voice, even though I am failing. Do you like it? Do you like Cat when he talks like this? Do you like it, boys? What the fuck am I doing? I go to sleep. I am asleep. That night, I have a dream. I'm standing outside the gate of an elementary school. The sun has almost set, and most of the other children have already gone home. With tiny hands holding tightly on the straps of my backpack, I can be more than 10 years old. I can't be more than 10 years old. The school gate is lonely and silent as always. None of my friends live close enough for us to walk home together. None of my 2 or 3 friends, whose names I can't remember now. But it's fine. I don't need them. As long as I have my dad, I don't need any of them. I look to each side of the streets, expectantly waiting for him to show up, but trying my darndest to hide it. Lizzy. There he is. Everyone acts worried or weird around him. They say he was intimidating, but I think they're all cowards. Because just look at him. He's clearly just a big push of a ridged posture, fuzzy eyes, funny looking beard, nothing to feel threatened by. Were you waiting long? No, I just got here. A lie.
And what were you doing?
Playing with my friends. Another lie.
I see. That's good.
He had always been a man of few words, but also smiles the warmest of smiles. I gave him a big hug. Oh, but I stop. I hadn't noticed, but there's someone else behind him. A younger-looking stranger, though back then, all adults looked equally old.
Sir, this is my daughter, Elizabeth. Your daughter? So the important business was... Yes, I promised to pick her up. I apologize for dragging you along with me. No, not at all. I just wasn't expecting us to stop by school, out of all places. Oh, it's Katsu. I should give him his voice. Lizzy, this here is Officer Katsu Kobayashi. He worked for me at the precinct. Say hello.
Good. I look at the sky again. Good afternoon? Good evening. Yes, good evening. Good evening. My name's Elizabeth.
Yes, I heard. No, that's not his voice. I'm doing the other guy's voice. What was his voice? Yes, I heard.
Oh. It was my first conscious memory of meeting an adult too awkward or uninterested to properly converse with a child.
Captain Oshiro, regarding the issue from before. Yes, come with us. We'll talk about it later. Lizzy, Katsu here is having dinner with us at home. Remember to behave.
I will. It's also the first time Dad invited any of his co-workers over for work.
Now, let's go home.
Yes.
Yes. What was his voice again? Damn, I gotta go back to the what was it? Episode 33. Because I don't remember it. I remember it's kinda like fucking what's his name? Ryota's, right? It sounded like this, but pick up the pitch a little bit, and it goes like that. Ha! I am a man of many words. Yeah, that was his thing.
The ride home is silent and awkward. Since the front seat is busted, the stranger has to sit in the back together, and I had to sit in the back together. I tried to keep a straight face, behave as Dad instructed. But strangers make me uncomfortable, and this stranger makes me especially uncomfortable. He has a mean stare that makes me shudder at the thought of looking his way again.
What was his voice, Fug? This is your home? Oh, we're expecting something else. Since you're a captain, I assumed you live somewhere more...
The stranger takes a glance at me. He is trying not to say, but I can tell what he's thinking. Are you poor? This is a house for poor people. You said your daddy was a police officer, but that was a lie. Policemen are poor. They're all cool and rich.
No, they're fucking not. Well, I don't know about Japan, but like in America, don't get me wrong, it's a good job, but you're not rich. It's like depends where you live. Like here in California, you're like kind of middle class. I mean kind of, because depending on where you work, like LAPD, what is it, like 66,000 a year, right? And that's like middle class. So yeah, like they're kind of poor, unless they're like, you know, maybe a sergeant, lieutenant, a police, or a captain, you know what I mean, like something higher. Maybe they'll have a little bit more money, but to be honest, I think most of them are just, you know, middle class.
No, I think that was someone else, but it can't be too different from the truth.
Is it a problem? No.
Same as the rest.
I see. Well, come on in. With pleasure.
I might have imagined it, but I think I saw him smile. Why would he smile? Such a weird person. Dad started preparing dinner, but since he's not very good at it, it's mostly me doing all the work. The stranger takes a seat at the dinner table. He looks awfully fidgety.
Should I help with something? Just sit tight, Katsu. We're almost done. But...
I can't tell if he simply wants to help or if he noticed how terrible Dad is at cooking. No, he's looking at me. He's probably thinking that I'm the one that's bad. Well, I'll show him. Mom used to cook. Since she's gone now, then it means I need to help out. Guess should sit and wait.
Oh wait, no. It's a little kid. I don't know why I did the fucking British accent. I see.
Oh, he doesn't seem uncomfortable at all. Dad does, however. He's not cooking anymore. Bringing up Mom always makes him stop everything he's doing. I should have remembered, but I didn't. For some reason, the guest keeps staring at me. Since I don't like his glance, I try not to look back. But Dad and I finish. We serve the food. We eat. Somehow, it turns out tasty. Either Dad is getting better at it, or I'm just that good at cooking. After everybody is done, the adults start talking about serious issues that I can't understand. But as much as I would like to stand up and go read the novel, I've yet to finish. Dad hasn't given me permission yet. Standing up without permission would be impolite. So I sit there, trying my best to stay awake.
Sir, can I ask a question? Of course. That man's offer, Masaru Inori, was it? Why didn't you take it?
Offer? Masaru Inori?
Ah, so that's what this is all about. I'm not very good with stuffy desk jobs like that. But if you think about the money... Katsu, did you join the force for the money? Absolutely not!
I jumped. I wasn't expecting him to shout so loudly.
I apologize. It's fine, but I'm the same, you know. I won't make a difference inside some office. If I want things to change, then I must keep working right where I'm at. So, they'll promote me, and I'll be able to forge something better for Elizabeth. Change? Sir, what do you mean? I think this city is heading in a dangerous direction, and I have the best chance of helping everyone from within the police force. Man, that hurts hard for me. Cause fuck, man. Cause before, like, I changed my mind and not going to, you know, be a police officer. I wanted to do that, man. I wanted to change the police from the inside. Because ever since I was young, since like 2014, right, high school, right, you've been getting like a lot of like on the news that, you know, people actually cared about, like, you know, African Americans getting shot. Yeah, don't bring up politics, but it kind of comes into my story, right? I've always wanted to go in the inside and like change it. Like, police officers should not be racist. We should be upholding the law, caring for the people instead of terrorizing them. You know what I mean? Like, change the tactics, change training. I think the worst of all that no one's understanding is that some police officers don't have the proper training. Don't get me wrong. There's some people who shoot African Americans or any stranger to be that matter because of racist point of views. But the most times that you see like people getting shot, it's by someone who's inexperienced. But yeah, he was working at the police force for 5 years. What do you mean he's inexperienced? I mean he's inexperienced in a way that's like they don't keep up with training. Like after the police academy and after your probation stage as a patrol officer, that's it. Like, you don't get like additional training to like keep your skills, you know, kind of intact. And there's some saying there's like, you could go your whole career as a police officer and never fire a gun once, other than, you know, at the range or something. So it's sad, it's like, you don't, you know, do constant trainings, like training exercises. So just in case something does happen, you're ready. And, you know, sometimes you could be caught off guard. Maybe someone has a BB gun and they paint it all black and you think it's a real gun. And you shoot that guy. Maybe you should have waited. Maybe if you had better training, you would know. Well, maybe not know with a BB gun, but know a better way to handle the situation. I don't know, man. It's something that I've been thinking about for police officers. I changed my life choice because, like, there's no way I can change it. Like, one man can't change the police force. And I don't know how her dad was gonna do it, or try to do it, you know? But it's an ambition. It's an ambition. Let me find the words. Let me backtrack and find the words. It's an ambitious undertaking. Because you're putting your whole soul and your whole sweat, blood, and tears into something that might not change. Anyway, let's continue. True, money would be nice. I could even ensure my girl a bright future, but as long as I work hard, I'll provide her with everything she needs. We can't stop doing the right thing simply because there's money on the line. Isn't that right, Lizzy?
Dad reaches out and caresses my hair. It's relaxing.
I want her to have the freedom to become whatever she wants in a city that's both safe and fair. Is that not enough? I can't say. I don't have children. And what does that have to do with anything? In any case, Captain. Yes, I know. I will go fetch those documents. Okay. I like how he says, like, what was it? I don't have any children. And what does that have to do with anything? It's like, you don't have to have children to actually care about the city you grow up or something. You still have family. Like, unless they weren't, like, assholes or anything. You have a mom, you have a dad, you might have siblings, you might have, people you care about. And those are the people that matter the most, you know? I mean, if you don't have that kind of family, you have friends who, if your families are assholes, they're your family now because they care about you. Like, friends actually do care about you, that take the time to, you know, make sure you're alright.
Yeah, you're rambling again.
I'm sorry, I know I am. Ah, Lizzy, you can go to your room now. Thanks for helping out. I'll go say goodnight later.
Yes, Dad. Dad stands up and heads up to his room. I'm sleepy. I wanted to read, but it's too late now. Maybe I'll just go to bed.
Kid.
Who?
You, kid.
My name is Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, what do you think about what your father just said?
What do I think? I couldn't understand what he was talking about, since it's not polite for kids to meddle in adults' conversation. I had only caught bits and pieces. As it was the first time an adult asked me for my opinion on anything not related to school.
His way of thinking is commendable, even though he might sound too idealistic sometimes. He says he wants you to be whatever you want, so what would you like to become?
That was a complicated question for a child. Katsura probably wasn't used to talking with people in general, hence why he asked that so seriously to a 10-year-old. But I didn't want to disappoint, so I think. There was many things I thought of becoming: a teacher, a writer, a scientist, even a police officer like my mom. Not Dad, but Mom, the greatest policewoman ever according to everyone. But in this moment, only a single answer comes to mind. I want to help Dad. When Mom died, he started to work even more, and every night he comes home tired.
And how do you plan to help him?
Money.
Money?
If I get a lot of money, then we can buy better things, like a machine that cleans the house on its own. Then Dad won't have to worry about cleaning again.
I don't think those exist.
They do. I looked it up. But at school, a girl told me, once poor, always poor. She was mean.
That simply means you have to work harder to achieve your dreams.
For some reason, the stranger does the same thing Dad just did and puts a hand over my head. But he rustles it instead, making a mess out of my perfectly combed head. Hey, stop it! Stop it!
Work hard and show them. If you are willing to do whatever it takes for what you want, then nothing is out of reach. Be a good job, good grades, or money. Effort will bring it to you.
I get it. So stop doing that. It hurts. You bloody twat.
Now, who taught you that language?
The man finally stops. There's a faint smile on his lips. Unlike the last one, this smile feels genuine, which makes it even more infuriating.
Study hard, work hard, and become rich.
Can I really?
Depends on you. I've learned that to be someone special, you need to start acting the part. A confident attitude can carry you far in life, even if you have nothing to support it.
That sounds stupid.
Whenever I act like someone important, people tend to believe me, even though I'm poor as well.
I don't believe you.
Trust me, it works. People are gullible.
It sounds stupid, but maybe because they were the words of an adult, Katsu argue.
Fuck, why am I doing it in the kid voice?
Katsu's argument was convincing nonetheless.
Elizabeth, you haven't gone to bed already?
Suddenly.
Fuck.
Suddenly, Dad showed up from the stairs. Oh, sorry.
My apologies, sir. I was talking to her and didn't realize it was so late. Your daughter is very well behaved. Yes, she takes after her mother. But now it's time for adults to work. Off to bed, Lizzy.
Yes, Dad. Good night.
Say goodnight to Katsuba too.
Good night, mister.
Yes, good night.
Before leaving, I take one last look inside the dining room. Dad and Katsuya are talking over some papers, too immersed to pay me any attention. Maybe if I studied hard and worked hard, as he says, I'll become a proper adult like them. An adult who can become anything she wants. Yes, that sounds fun, right? No one could take that away from me, right?
Dun dun dun.
I turn off the alarm. Time to work. Elizabeth Oshiro is necessary, but by no means expendable members of Cafe de la Pax.
So she stayed at this fucking cafe from high school?
Without someone to fill my position, this cafe won't work as it should. Having such a responsibility and being paid afterwards is satisfying. Is something the matter, Chief? Yet sometimes this job is more boring than I'm willing to admit. No, not at all. If you say so. By the way, the kitchen staff was talking about almost running out of some ingredients. Yes, there was a problem with our food suppliers. But don't worry, I'll take care of it. Great, we're counting on you. My sweat is profound of how hard I'm trying. Putting so much effort into something means it must be worthwhile, maybe even meaningful. But now it just feels empty. Like Elizabeth Oshiro has become nothing more than her daily routine. It's a day of work and a night of rest. A day of work and a night of rest. Time and time again. I hate this. Not accomplishing anything, never making any progress in life. I want to cry. Just methodically and willingly. Letting the days go by.
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I feel like that. I feel like I'm just wasting my time, you know what I mean? But like when I go to work at Yogurtland and trying to study and everything. I'm trying to get a certification for CompTIA A+. I'm trying to study hard to get it. And sometimes it just feels like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like a daily thing. Wake up, go to work, study, do videos. Well, the only thing that's interesting is doing these videos. Like, talking to you, it feels like, I don't know, I'm having a conversation that isn't, "Hello, sir, how can I help you today?" "Oh, what kind of yogurt do you want?" Because at Yogurtland we serve the fucking yogurts because of Corona. You know what I mean? Never mind. I should really just continue with the video. Stop wasting your time and wasting, the time of the video.
I'm sorry, Chief. Could you take the door? Yes, of course. I pushed those crying of anguish to the back of my head, a spot where they'd be left to rot until I forgot they ever existed, and headed to the cafe's entrance door. Welcome. Would you like to order, or maybe sit down somewhere in our...
A table, please.
The same one as usual?
If you wouldn't mind.
I lead Katsuo to a table in the far end corner. It's been positioned, it sits that way. No one can eavesdrop on our discussion. He sits down nonchalantly, picks up the menu, and reads it for a good minute.
I would like to order
an American espresso, right? You've always ordered the same thing. At least try the pastries this time, will you?
Then a donut also.
A donut? Seriously?
Well, he is a cop. Or was. Is there a problem?
Blimey, you really are a cop. So, what do you need of me today, Katsu? If it's not important, could you wait until the end of my shift? I'm very busy today.
I'm sorry, but that's not possible. This is a matter of extreme urgency, so listen carefully.
His voice is heavy. It forces me to pay full attention.
To be honest, I wasn't sure if telling you was the right choice, but considering that he might try to contact you later today.
He? Who is he?
Yama. Let him say it, look, watch.
Katsu, I swear, if you don't stop dancing around the issue...
Ishimoto. Yama Ishimoto. Did I freeze?
That name. Don't think about it, Elizabeth. That insufferable name. Just keeps going as always. Wait, you mean...
Ishimoto might attempt to contact you. He has been allowed to. What do you mean allowed to? What's happening to Yama?
A spark reignites somewhere within me.
The procedure goes according to plan. He'll be out of the streets close to midday. You understand why I couldn't warn you through the phone, given how sensitive this topic is.
Warn me?
Yes, Yama Ishimoto is, after all, a big liability to us. He was at the very center of that incident 3 years ago, and now that he's back, different parties might try to use him to their advantage. You understand what I'm trying to say, right?
I do, but what do you want me to do about it? After 3 years, he deserves to do as he please. He's owed that much, isn't he?
This isn't the time for compassion. It doesn't seem like you understand at all. One wrong step, and Yama Ishimoto might blow a hole in our careful constructed plan. Wait, what? That would mean that all of my efforts, your efforts, and your father's efforts could go down the drain. You understand that as well, right? So these are your instructions. I want Yama Ishimoto out of the picture. If you can't ignore him, then you will keep your interactions with him to a minimum. Only to what's strictly mundane, just like an average citizen would do. And above all, you won't mention me, is that clear?
A second chance?
Elizabeth?
Yes.
Are you alright?
You've just told me that an insufferable man might attempt to make my life miserable again. Of course I'm not alright.
Then, Don't look so happy about it.
Happy about it? Me? Please, as if I'm thinking about that man could ever make me happy. Not in the slightest.
Let me take a sip of my water. Water. It will save your life. So drink with me. Right now, get a cup of water or bottle of water and 1, 2, 3. Water. It will save your life one day, kids.
No, not in the slightest.
Listen, you do what you must. Just make sure he doesn't get in my way.
Would you like anything else with your order?
No, I'm fine.
I walk away, clutching the cafe's menu in my trembling fingers. Each step I take feels like I'm pushing against a sea of invisible mud. It's sluggish and disgusting, but unlike before, this strain is different, as if my body now has a purpose. Like I'm struggling, not for its own sake, but to accomplish something. To reach someone. And I absolutely won't let them down this time. Another day of work it is.
What the fuck is going on with Yama? What the fuck? What? What the fuck? No. Awake already, patient 532 48 95 634. So, do you feel like as if you have gained confidence? Blink twice. No? Intriguing. I already expect your mind to lean towards self-loathing, but to imagine the drug would have you dream of something completely opposite of what we expected. Evidently, further testing is required before this sample can be used again. Now then, when you are ready, please fix your eyes in the sample that attracts you the most. Fuck off. I kinda get it. Shut up. We just saw Elizabeth, maybe the future, maybe the sequel to the next game? You know what I mean? Like a prologue to the next game when we learn about Yama or some bull fucking shit, you know what I mean? Look, red is Ari, yellow is what's her fucking name? Akira, and black is Misaki. Which I am gonna end it here. But yeah, this video is really fucking short. Well, yeah. Because look at them. It was 3 episodes, right? So I want every episode to be whoever the fuck it is. The first one was Elizabeth. Now that Elizabeth is ended, I'm gonna end the video. Next episode will be fucking Ari. And by the time we reach her end, even if it's 20 minutes or 10 minutes, I'm gonna stop it there. So we can do Akira's and so on, so on, so on. So if you like the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to whenever I make the next video, and leave a comment. Alrighty, man. I don't know if this is dreams or maybe the future, like a prologue to the next game, because I feel like what is it? Because I look at their Twitter a little bit for I think it's called Fallen Snow or Snow Fallen, some bullshit like that. The studio that made this. I'm sorry if I get it wrong. If you're looking at my videos, Snow Fallen, maybe I reach 1 million subscribers in 10 years and they're looking back at my videos how could he say that? We are Snow Fallen or whatever the fuck we are, and we are respectable. I love your games. Don't hate me. But anyway.
Yeah, you're rambling.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Do you think this is like a prologue to the next game? Maybe the sequel? Where Yama's been gone for 3 years and he comes back I'm gonna solve Rui's murder. Because I wanna know everything. What is going on in Isamu? I will be the hero of the story. I don't know, man. Maybe something like that, right? Anyway, this is Gap, and I'm saying farewell, and as always, bye bye.